Hello, everybody, and thank you for the invitation to talk with you about the importance of social work as a profession in our different countries. My name is Brайн Litlchайлд, and I'm Professor of Social Work at the University of Hартфордшира in England, and I'm also a visiting professor at the University of Ostrava in the Czech Republic and Vice President of the European Research Institute for Social Work, which is based there and which includes a number of countries around Europe and universities. I'm very pleased to be able to talk about the importance of social work because I believe it is a unique profession. We set out to deal with the personal problems and the structural difficulties for individuals and groups of people in our societies. I am there as a social worker to engage at a very personal and emotional level with the difficulties and problems which my clients might be facing. I'm also there to work with communities who may be living in some of the most poverty-stricken and disadvantages of areas in England, and all of us do this around the world. I'm proud that our values set out to do this with some people who are not valued in our different societies because of particular features from their background, because they come from a black and minority ethnic group, because they suffer from discrimination because of their sexuality or their gender or disability, and that as social workers we not only engage on an individual, personal level to support people in relation to the personal problems they may face in those areas, which can be exacerbated by their own problems of disadvantage and abuse within their own families of origin sometimes, and maybe institutions in which they've had to live. So my job is to have the skills and knowledge and methods to be able to understand the situations of people who are going through these sorts of times, to enable them to build up trust with me, to be able to help them with their personal relationships, but also with the engagement that they have with criminal justice agencies, mental health agencies, housing agencies, and a number of different areas in terms of where they may have difficulties accessing the help and support that they need. So those values are absolutely key to what we do. So if we look at the International Federation of Social Workers in terms of its definition of social work and its ethical standards, we see that commitment to social justice for groups of people and to advocating and empowering people on an individual level. This, I believe, is unique within professions. In terms of that, we also need to think about how we get accepted as a profession so that we can advocate not only individually for those people, but also for our clients to local authorities who employ many social workers in the United Kingdom, but also government who set policy in terms of how that affects those clients that we work with. So we have a duty, I believe, to develop our methods in terms of reflective practice on our own work as a profession in terms of what can work well, but also in terms of engaging with clients, with representatives from those groups to work with us. So a big thing that we do in the University of Hартfordshire and other agencies in the UK is something we call co-production, where we work hard to have the voices of those people who receive services so that when we work up our research proposals and do our research work, when we carry out new projects to see what might work well, they are involved as we are as social workers and academics in order to be able to answer the questions that are necessary in order to improve the lives of those people that we are there for. So it's in terms of developing knowledge, our skills and our methods at that level where I'm privileged to be able to engage with people who are at the crux of these different areas of structural but also personal issues. Thank you for inviting me to talk with you on this. Please do email me if you have any queries. Very happy to communicate with you, and good luck with your work in the future.